Baker always had a ball in his hand. In fact, after several broken vases, you never saw him without a ball in his hand. And he announced to James and I think he was 3, that he was watching Saturday morning cartoons in his TV chair, his favorite TV chair. And he jumped up and he said, "I'm not going to watch cartoons anymore, I'm going to watch ESPN."
He was just multi-sport focused. And the story that my wife had shared with you about his transition from cartoon focus to watching sports was just an absolute discipline with him. And he's still this way. He became a sports trivia.
Mayfield hails from Lake Travis High School in Austin, Texas, where he led the Cavaliers to a state title his junior year. That season, the team went undefeated, and Mayfield threw for 45 touchdowns with only 5 interceptions. As expected, Division I scholarship offers started coming in from all over the country. And then they stopped.
You know, we were really excited about Baker coming to walk on. We knew he was a scholarship-worthy kid. He had some offers early in the process, and for whatever reason, they fell through.
There was no issue of striking his confidence on the matchups to these kids, but in terms of not seeing coaches or not hearing from coaches, it was most hurtful for him.
I think we got a call that said, hey, we offered 2 kids, and this other kid, I think he was from Arizona, went ahead and committed. And so the scholarship was no longer offered to Baker. And so that was tough. He hadn't had a chance to go see him. I mean, they were excited about him, but I know how the college coaches are too. I mean, recruiting's a crazy deal, and so they're going to offer it to 2 guys, and the first one to take it's going to get it. And so that kind of kept happening with Baker. And so, obviously Baker was holding out. He wanted an offer, wanted a scholarship, and so TCU didn't offer. They offered a different kid from another high school here in Central Texas, and so UT came in, was talking to him, but it was the same thing as Tech, and so the Mayfields and Baker made the decision they were going to go out to Tech.
You know, we were really excited about Baker coming to walk on. Anytime you can get a kid that type of a caliber, a player, to come walk on, and it was a difficult situation because we didn't want Baker to think that, we're viewing you just as a walk on. We know like what we're getting in you, scholarship numbers wise. We just don't have a spot, and so we were fired up the day he came. We put on a big presentation for him, rolled out the red carpet for him. He meant that much to us, and fortunately for us, he chose to walk on, and he's kind of writing his own story now.
I mean, he came in as a walk-on, was not here until the second summer session in July. And for him to do what he did was kind of took everybody by surprise.
On August 30th, just 7 weeks after arriving on campus, Baker Mayfield became the first true freshman walk-on quarterback in history to start a season opener at a BCS conference school. That day, he threw for 413 yards and 4 touchdowns while running for another. Texas Tech beat SMU 41-23.
I mean, the best part for us, we've, the last 4 games, well, I say the last 3 games, home games, we've stood in the end zone and watched him warm up, which is kind of our thing. And it's just so special. It's really neat, to watch your son who, from the backyard football, organize everything, and then all of a sudden, it's just, it's really the same thing he's doing on a bigger field.